ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। नत्वा सरस्वतीं देवीं शुद्धां गुण्यां करोम्यहं पाणिनीयप्रवेशाय लघुसिद्धान्तकौमुदीम्। हरि ओम। Ajanta Strilinga Prakaranam is going on in Subanta Prakriya. And in that, the Akaranta Strilinga Shabda we saw. Then Akaranta Strilinga Sarvanama we saw. Sarvanama Shabda. Now this Sarvanama Saudnya is given to Sarvadini Sarvanamani, and few more words are there which are this whole Gana, Sarvadi Gana, which contains many words. Some words in some senses or in some meanings only they are named as Sarvanama, otherwise not. And now once the Sarvanama Saudnya is given to these names, to these words, if they are separate, means alone, single, that time they are Sarvanama. Now what happens if they are used in Samasa? So that was discussed, that in Vibhasha Diksamase Bahuvrihau, the Sarvanamata of this Sarvadigana Shabdas, the Sarvanama Saudnya, only will be given if in Samasa, if that Samasa is Dik Samasa and it is Bahuvrihi. So Bahuvrihi Dik Samasa is there, then only that is going to happen. Means Sarvanama Saudnya is going to be there. Otherwise, the Sarvanama Saudnya will be lost if they are in Samasa. That's what we saw. So Sarvadini Bahuvrihau Tritiya Tatpurushe Dvandve cha Samase Sarvanamani na bhavanti. This is a Nishedha. This is just the translation of the sutras which come after Sarvadini Sarvanamani. So Bahuvrihau Samase Sarvadini Sarvanamani na bhavanti. Tritiya Samase Tritiya Tatpurushe Samase Sarvadini Sarvanamani na bhavanti. Dvandve Samase Sarvadini Sarvanamani na bhavanti. केवलम दिक् समासे दिक् संज्ञक बहुव्रीहि समासे एषां सर्वादिगणस्थ शब्दानां विकल्पेन सर्वनाम संज्ञा भवति. This is the meaning. So what is dik samasa? That we saw. Dik bahuvrihi samasa. So there is one sutra, dik sankhya saudnyayam. Dik sankhya saudnyayam means when there is saudnya is intended to be given to something, it is becoming a name of something. Saudnya is, it is becoming a name of something, means after having done the samasa, the samasta pada is becoming name of something, and it is bahuvrihi. Then only if there is any one of these words which come in the Sarvadigana, which are named as Sarvanama, they will get Sarvanama Saudnya Vikalpena. Now obviously Dik Sankhe, it is said that Dik Samasa, obviously it is related to Dishavachaka Shabda. Therefore Purva, Para, these words are taken, Dakshina, Uttara. And we gave the Sarvanama Saudnya and the Prakriya we saw. Generally, in general, if it is just Dishavachaka Shabda, This is how it is declined. Purva, purve, purvaha, purvam, purve, purva. But in samasa, this is uttara purva. So this uttara purva is the name given to this northeast. Uttara is north, purva is east, and uttara purva is northeast. So that which is between north and east. Now that disha is named after, it is named with this word, uttara purva. Now here it is bahuvrihi samasa. The area which is there between uttara and purva, between north and east directions, that particular area or that particular direction is named as uttara purva. Now here it is bahuvrihi, and this uttara purva whole together samasta pada is given as a name to that particular space. Therefore the sarvanama saudhnya will happen optionally. Now what if someone wants to talk about uttaracha purvacha, uttara and purva disha? So these are the two directions, and someone wants to talk about these two directions, and we did the dvandva samasa. In dvandva samasa we just bring two or more than two words together and we put them. Charthe dvandva, it is in the sense of and, this indeclinable word. Now there words are just put together, the samuha is done. So there it is not, it is dik samasa. There the disha shabda is being used, but it is not bahuvrihi. It is not dik bahuvrihi samasa. Therefore, the though purva shabda is there here. Here it is purva. It comes in the sarvadi gana. Should get sarvanama saudhnya. It will not get sarvanama saudhnya because that is not dik bahuvrihi. It is dvandva. It is dik samasa, but it is dvandva samasa, and therefore sarvanama saudhnya will not happen. And this uttara purva, if it is uttaracha purvacha uttara purva, then it will be declined like uttara purva, uttara purve, uttara purvaha, uttara purvam, uttara purve, uttara purvaha, uttara purvaya. Here it is, the additional work is happening here, the sarvanama saudhnya karya. Instead of uttara purvasyai, uttara purvayai, only uttara purvayai forms will be there. Uttara purvasyai, this syat agama will not happen. Sarvanamna syat hrasvascha, that will not happen. So uttara purvayai, uttara purvayaha, uttara purvayaha, uttara purvaya. The form will be, the word is same, uttara purva, uttara purva. But if it is bahuvrihi, it is declined like this. If it is dvandva, then it is declined only with these forms and not with the sarvanama saudhnika form. This sudagama will not happen, and this syat agama also will not happen. That is the vibhasha dik samase bahuvriho. This is the sutra and the karya of sutra. Sarvanamata vasyat, vikalpena syat, because vibhasha word is used. Dik samasa, it should be dishavachaka shabda, it should contain dishavachak shabda, and it should be bahuvrihi samasa. In that sarvanamata vikalpena syat. Uttara purvasyai, uttara purvayai. Uttara purvasyai, we know syat agama, once it's the syat agama comes and the previous letter becomes hrasva. So syat uttara purva, syat nge, uttara purva, syat a, uttara purva, sya a. Now this uttara purva becomes uttara purva, sya ai. Then vruddhi we do the uttara purva syai, and we get the form. In the case of, if it is not sarvanama, then uttara purva yai. Yes, yadapaha. This yat agama comes for this ngit pratyayas. So ngit vachaneshu or ngitsu yat agama syat apaha. Abanta shabdas are there, or abanta anga is there, and then there is ngit pratyaya, yat comes. And then vruddhi uttara purva yai. No prior word, that this abanta akara does not become hrasva. In the case of sarvanama only it becomes hrasva. That's what the karya was. Here till this we have seen. We didn't see tiyasya, वा सर्वनाम संज्ञा. So what is this tiyasya va sarvanam संज्ञा? Now this is the vartika. It is actually vartika. Vartika is like this. This प्रथम चरम तयाल्पार्ध कतिपय नियमाश्च एतेजसः कार्यं प्रति उक्त संज्ञा वास्य. This प्रथम चरम तयाल्पार्ध कतिपय नियमाश्च. These are the words which are getting sarvanama saujna, optionally sarvanama saujna in the just pratyaya. When there is just pratyaya in front of prathama and prathama shabda is being declined, prathamaha, prathamau, prathame, prathamaha. That's how it is declined. And then charama, charamaha, charamau, charame, charamaha. And taya pratyanta shabdas, whatever the shabdas will be there. Those shabdas, when they are declined, in the case of just, they will get sarvanama saujna optionally. Now, this vibhasha prakarane tiyasya nitsu upasankhyanam is the whole vartika. Now, what is this vartika? Let's understand. Tiyasya, tiya is pratyaya. This tasya purane dat, this puranarthaka pratyayas are there. There is a set of pratyayas. Okay. Yes, we will understand this vartika. We will come to the Ashtadhyayi. This is the sutra. So the Dvestiya Sutra is talking about Tiya Pratyaya. Vibhasha Prakarane Tiyasya Nitsu Upasankhanam. So of Tiya Pratyaya, the Tiyasya Upasankhanam means include the Tiya Pratyaya as well, or make a count of Tiya Pratyaya as well in this particular Prakarana. That is the meaning of this Vartika. Now what is this Tiya Pratyaya? We have to come here. Tasya Purane Dat is the main Utsarga Sutra. Tasya Purane Dat. Now what is this Tasya Purane Dat? These are the Pratyaya, means Dat is the Pratyaya, which is used to create words like Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturtha, Panchama. What is they are called in English? Or ordinals or something. So,
yes, ordinals.
So the ordinals means now the meaning does not means a little bit difference is there in the meaning. Ordinals numbers are there where the order is shown 1, 2, 3. Correct. That is the sense. So the first, second, third, fourth. Now this Tasya Purane Dat. This Tasya Puranam is the means there is a sankhya, there is a number, and something completes one particular number. Suppose 11, the number of 11 is supposed to get completed, and now we want to complete the number of 11. So suppose there are there is a requirement of 11 students. So or 10 students. Let's take 10 students because that is going to make the difference. So if we need the 10 students, so I say the Dashamaha is the Purana. Purana means the accomplisher of 10 number. That way it is taken. So Tasya Purane Dat. When that number is getting completed, we want to complete that particular number, and the number or the thing, that particular number which accomplishes that final whole sankhya. there this dat pratyay is used. Is it clear?
Yes.
So this
Sankhya dat.
ha. Tasya purane dat is sankhya purane, means tasya sankhyayaha purane. Now
This comes in Dashamaha, Dashamastomasi. You are the 10th man, so that Dashama is Sankhya Puranam. That only in Bhashya and all they will use the word Sankhya Puranam, Sankhya Puranam. So you have to know what is Sankhya Puranam.
So this is very apt example, Dashamaha Tvamasi. So now there was missing number, and where is the 10th one? That the number of 10 was not getting completed. The one who completed that sankhya, that particular person will get that, or that particular number will get that dat pratyaya. Now this dat pratyaya is utsarga. Okay, so any number, the Tasya Purane Dat Sutra says that any number in front of that number, you put the dat pratyaya in the meaning of accomplishing that particular sankhya. The next sutra came and it said that if the sankhya is nanta, the word number, any particular number word is used ending with na, just like panchan, then panchan, saptan, ashtan, navan, dashan. These are the words ending with nakara. Okay, when these numbers are there, then in front of dat one more mat agama will come. So dat will lose the da and ta, it will remain a. Mat will lose the ta and a, it will remain just ma. So ma. So pancha ma, sapta ma, ashta ma, nava ma, dasha ma. If any word is there which is ending with nakara, but it is having one more number before it, then only that will come, this mat will not come to disturb it. So ekadashan, now this particular word is ending with nakara, but having another sankhya before it, eka and then dasha, eka dashan. This is the combination of two words. If there is another sankhya before that nakaranta shabda, then this mat agama will not come. Asankhya dehe mat, that's how it is saying. Nantat asankhya dehe mat syat. So sankhya dehe kim syat, sankhya dehe dat syat. If there is sankhya before it, dat only will come. Thatchat Chandasi, it is related to Veda, just forget it. Come to Shat Kati Katipaya Chaturanthuk. Kati Katipaya, forget. Let's come to the Shat and Chatura. We saw that Utsarga was saying that dat pratyay will come in front of Sankhya. Nantat Sankhya dehe mat syat. If there is particular number which is ending, the particular word ending with nakara, and it is not having any other sankhya before it, then the mat agama will come to that dat. So this particular sutra is applicable only in the case of panchan, saptan, ashtan, navan, dashan. Okay, these 5 words. Now who is remaining? Now the this dat is applicable where there is sankhya before that sankhya word. There dat will be applicable. Now remaining is ekam, dve, trini, chatvari. So ek, 1, 2, 3, 4 and shat. It is shash. So eka, dve, three, the chatur and shash. These are the words which are remaining. So in that shat and chatur, these 2 words are taken. 6 and 4, 4 and 6, these 2. In the case of 6, the thuk agama will come. So shash tha dat, that is utsarga pratyaya. So shash tha a, shash tha, because it is sha and tha, shtuna shtu sutra will be applicable and we will get shashtha shabda. Shashta means sixth. Okay. Chatur plus dat. Chatur thuk dat. Chatur tha a chaturtha. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3. These 3 words are remaining. Okay. There, the dvestiyah and tres samprasaranam cha. These are the words where dvi gets tiya pratyaya. Dvi gets tiya pratyaya. So dvi tiya. This tiya pratyaya. Now that is prapta. That is prapta. But tiya again new vidhi is arabdha. So tiya pratyaya becomes apavada of dat. So it is removing dat from the order. So in the case of dvi, that will not come, tiya will come. So dvi tiya, and just decline it, dvitiyaha. What about 3? So 3 will get samprasarana and tiya pratyaya. So dvehe tiyah pratyaya syat, trehe tiyah pratyaya syat, samprasaranam cha syat. So trehe tiyah pratyaya syat, trehe तस्य पूरणे तीयः प्रत्ययः स्यात्, संप्रसारणं च स्यात्. That is the वृत्ति. तेहे तस्य पूरणे तीयः प्रत्ययः स्यात्, तस्य च संप्रसारणम अपि स्यात्. Okay. So 3 shabda will get tiya pratyaya and it will also get samprasaranam. So the 3 ta ra I is the whole word, ta ra I. Ra will be replaced by ru, that is the samprasaranam. So ta ru I, true. Then there is samprasaranacha, that E merges into, here I will write 3 turns into ta ra I, ta ra I. Then there is one sutra, samprasaranacha. So samprasarana, wherever the samprasaran takes place, after doing samprasarana, purva rupa sandhi takes place. So the only ru remains, ikara disappears. Ru remains in the sense that purva rupa takes place. So rukara comes in the place of both of them and we get the tru. And there is pratyaya tiya. Obviously the whole sutra is telling that 3 word will get tiya pratyaya and also will get samprasaranam. So we did samprasarana and tritiya. This is the word we got. So this is how these 2 words are framed. Okay, this is what it is saying. Tiya. What is tiya pratyaya? This is tiya pratyaya. Now, what is this sutra is saying? It is saying that vibhasha prakarane tiya sing ipsupasankhyanam. Let's again come back to the Ashtadhyayi. Asha Jasi is the sutra. Ashtadhyayi. Here is the sutra, means our prakaranam is sarvadini sarvanamani. So sarvadi shabdas will be named as sarvanama shabdas. They are named as sarvanama. Diksamase bahuvrihau sarvadini vikalpena sarvanamani bhavanti. Sarvadini bahuvrihau sarvanamani na bhavanti. Sarvadini tritiya samase sarvanamani na bhavanti. Sarvadini द्वंद्वे समासे सर्वनामानि न भवन्ति. Now there is vibhasha jasi prathama charamatayalpartha katipaya nimascha. This vibhasha jasi adhikara, in this adhikara, this is the prakarana. Vibhasha jasi is the prakarana. Here you come. In this prakarana, this is when it is said here na, Vibhasha Prakarane. Here it is Vibhasha Prakarana. This is Vibhasha Prakarana, means hereafter wherever this Vibhasha Anuvritti is going to be there in that particular area. So Vibhasha Prathama Charama Tayal Pardha Katipaya Nemascha Jasi Sarvanamani Bhavanti. Okay. So Vibhasha Prathama Charama Taya Alpa Ardha Katipaya Nema Nema इति इमे शब्दाः विभाषा जसि सर्वनामानि भवन्ति. पूर्व पर अवर दक्षिण उत्तर अपर अधरा इति इमे शब्दाः व्यवस्थायाम् असंज्ञायां जसि विभाषा सर्वनामानि भवन्ति. Okay, now here is the sutra पूर्व परा अवर दक्षिणोत्तरा पराधराणि व्यवस्थायाम् असंज्ञा. In this sutra we do not find tiya pratyaya. Purva shabda is taken, para shabda is taken, avara, dakshina, uttara, apara, adhara. Okay, there is no tiya pratyayanta taken, or tiya pratyayanta shabda is taken here. Okay, now what Vartika is saying? Vartika is saying that in this Vibhasha Prakarana, what do? You add tiya pratyayanta shabda. You add tiya pratyayanta shabda. Okay. And where are we supposed to do the vikalpa for those tiya pratyayanta shabda? So he is saying that tiya pratyaya nitsu pratyayeshu. Pratham, now prakarana is Vibhasha Prakarana is this particular Vibhasha Jasi Prakarana is talking about just pratyaya. This prathama charamataya alpa ardha katipaya, these words will get sarvanama saudhnya vikalpena when just pratyaya is there. This sutra is also talking about just pratyaya, while just pratyaya being in front of it. Correct. Now Vartika is saying that the Vibhasha Prakarana is going on. Na? In this Vibhasha Prakarana, read tiya pratyayanta shabdas as well. And where the vikalpa should be done, not in the case of just, but in the case of nit pratyayas. So that is means count tiya pratyayanta shabdas while being followed by nit pratyayas vikalpena sarvanama saudhnya. That's how he is adding without disturbing the order, the Vartika. So Vibhasha Prakarane tiyasya nitsu pratyeshu upasankhyanam. Upasankhyanam is counting there, or even consider them as well in the list. So suppose 10 students are going, all 10 boy students are going. So 2 girls are there and we want to count them as well. So we can say that the Gargi Maitreyoho Upasankhyanam. So do the count Gargi and Maitri as well. That is the meaning of Upasankhyanam. Now tiya pratyantasya nitsu pratyeshu pareshu upasankhanam, they should be also counted. Vibhasha Prakarana, where in the Vibhasha Prakarana. That means tiya pratyanta, the meaning of this Vartika is when there are tiya pratyanta shabdas and there is nit pratyaya in front of them, then these tiya pratyanta shabdas will be considered as sarvanama vikalpena. Pal Manoramakara says Vibhasha Prakaranam iti, Vibhasha Prakarana iti, Vibhasha Jasi iti adhikare tiyantasya nge ngasi ngas ni ityeteshu sarvanama saudhnya vachanam kartavyam ityartha. When we fit this into the order of Ashtadhyaya Sutras, whatever I explained, that is the meaning. Now he is giving the exact work, what is expected here. This is what is supposed to be done. So Vibhasha Jasi iti adhikare tiyantasya shabdasya, we saw tiyanta. What is tiyanta? Dvitiya and tritiya, these are the tiyanta. When these two words are getting followed by nge, ngasi, ngas, ni, these are the ngit pratyas. Eteshu pareshu satsu sarvanama saudhnya vachanam kartavyam katham vikalpena. So when we decline, did I write? I had written something. This is the Dvitiya, Tritiya, these are the normal words. They are not Sarvanama. They will take Sarvanama Saudhnya only when there are Ngit Pratyayas in front of them. That is the meaning what we got out of this Vibhasha Tiyasya Ngitsu Upasankhanam by this Vartika. So, Dvitiya, Dvitiye, Dvitiyaha, Dvitiyam, Dvitiye, Dvitiyaha, Dvitiyaya, Dvitiyabhyam, Dvitiyabhi. Only Ngit Pratyaya, Chaturthi Vibhakti Ekvachan, Panchami Vibhakti Ekvachan, Shashti Vibhakti Ekvachan, Saptami Vibhakti Ekvachan. Here it is going to get optional for the two forms of Sarvanama Saudhnya and forms of normal. So Dvitiyasya is the Sarvanama Saudhnya after having given the Sarvanama Saudhnya. Dvitiyaya is when we don't give the Sarvanama Saudhnya. Dvitiyasyaha Syat Agama we do because it is Sarvanama Syat Hrasvascha. So Syat Agama comes. If it is not Sarvanama Saudhnyaka, then it is normal, just Yat, Apah, Yat, Ngitsu, Apah, Yat, Agamasya. Dvitiyasyaha, Dvitiyayaha, Dvitiyasyam, Dvitiyayam. Normal. Any Akaranta Shabda, first you decline like Akaranta Shabda, and then this Ngit Pratyayas add the form of Sarvanama Karya after doing Sarvanama Karya. Now this is the Tiya Pratyayanta Shabda. Tiya Pratyayanta Shabda is Tritiya as well. So Tritiya is also declined in the same manner. Tritiya, Tritiye, Tritiyaha, Tritiyam, Tritiya, Tritiyaha, Tritiyaya, Tritiyabhyam, Tritiyabhi. Tritiyasyai, Tritiyayai, Tritiyasyaha, Tritiyayaha, Tritiyasyaha, Tritiyayaha, Tritiyasyam, Tritiyayam. Other forms are just as the Rama has. No difference. So this is the meaning of this. Tiyasya iti sarvanama, tiyasya iti va sarvanama saudhnya. What is the connection of this? What is the meaning of this statement is? The Vartika is given in short format here. It is actual Vartika and it has that particular meaning, and that's how he has given in short. Tiyasya iti va sarvanama saudhnya and Dvitiyasya Dvitiyaye, Tritiyasya Tritiyaye. Evam Tritiya means Tritiyasya Tritiyaye, Tritiyasyaha Tritiyayaha, Tritiyasyaha Tritiyaya, Tritiyasyam Tritiyaya. Done. So this, till this is clear?
Yes, Ji.
Now, Ambartheti Hrasvaha. We had already seen the Akaranta Shabda when we saw Jara Shabda, Nirjara Shabda in the Ajanta Pullinga itself. Okay, short, just we will go through it and then we will see the He Amba, He Akka, He Allah. Now there is Amba Shabda. Here I have written Jara Shabda, Amba Shabda. Both the Shabdas we need the Akaranta. Just short. We will do the recap of Akaranta Shabda and then we will go to the Ambarthanadya Hrasva. The Akaranta Shabda, let's take the Amba Shabda. Here we have taken Jara Shabda. Amba Shabda is taken Amba and then it is declined. So the Halgyabhyo Dirghat Suti se Pruktam Hal. Ukara disappears, Sa remains, it gets Aprukta Saudhnya, Aprukta Ekal Pratyaha, and that Halantat, Nyantat, Abantat. Since it is Abanta Shabda, Amba Shabda, therefore this Sakara, which is Aprukta Ekal Pratyaya, Aprukta Hal Pratyaya, disappears Amba. Ambe, Aunga Apaha. Aungaha, Aung is the name given to Au and Out. Prathama Vibhakti Dvivachan, Dvitiya Vibhakti Dvivachan. These two words, two pratyas are named as Aung. When they are there in front of Abanta Shabda, they get replaced by She. She Adesha happens to them. So Amba, She, Amba, She. Here Shakara disappears, Ikara remains. Amba, E, Prathamayoho Purva Savarna. So Purva Savarna is Prapta, but Dirghat Jasicha. Since Dirghanta Shabda is there, therefore Ichi Pratyaya Pare, Prathamayoho Purva Savarna Dirgha Nasya. It is Ich. Ich Pratyaya, Ich is Ikara also included in it. Therefore, the Purva Savarna Dirgha does not take place. But what happens? The Vriddhi only takes place. Guna only takes place. A plus E, ad guna, and we get ambe, amba, ambe, then amba, just here, just jakara disappears, amba as. I will write here. Just, then amba as. Pratamayo purva savarna takes place here. Kharavasana Visarjanya, we get Ambaha. Amba, Ambe, Ambaha. Ambam, Ambe, Ambaha. Ami Purvaha. Akaha me achipare. Pururupam Ekadesha. Just Pururupa takes place and we get Ambam. Angi Chapaha. So, Angi Osi Chapare. When there is Ang Pratyaya, Ang is the name given to Tap Pratyaya. So, when that Tap Pratyaya is there in front of Abanta Shabda, then what happens? The Ekara comes in the place of Akara of that Abanta Shabda. Amba is the Abanta Shabda. Akara gets replaced by A. Ambe A. Ambe A. Echo Yavaya Avaha takes place. Ambaya. We get here. Tritiya Vibhakti Ekvachan. Yeah. Then Yadapaha. Ambaya, Ambabhyam, Ambabi. Bhyam and Bhi. Bis. There the no prakriya takes place, just Ambabhyam, Ambabi, they are connected. Amba plus Nge. Amba, Nge. Here, the Yat Agama comes to this Nge Pratyaya. Amba, Yat, Nge, Amba, Ya, A. Amba, Ya, that Ya and A, Buddhi Adesha takes place, and we get Amba, Yai. Here it is Jaraye, here is Amba, Yai. Ambabhyam, Ambabhya, no prakriya, just we have to connect them. Next, this same thing for Panchami Vibhakti Ekvachan also. Ambayaha, Yat Agama we have to do, Ambabhyam, Ambabhya. Then Shashti Vibhakti Ekvachan, again Yat Agama will come. Yat Agama comes for Git Pratyas. So, Nge, Ngasi, Ngas, Ngi. Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami Ekvachan Pratyas. So here also it comes. So, Amba, Yaha. Shashti Vibhakti Ekvachan. Amba, Os. Here, Angi Chapaha Sutra comes. Angi, Osi Cha Pare Sati. Abantasya Ekarah Syat. So the Abanta Anga, that Akara, will be replaced by Ekara. Amba, Os, Ambe, Os. It becomes Ambe, Os. Ambe, Os. Ekara again gets replaced by Ay. Ambayos. Ambayos, Sa gets Sasayushoruhu. Kharavasana Visarjanya. Ambayoho. They have taken here Jarayoho, Ambayoho. Then Bahuvachanam is Amba Am. Amba Am Hrasvan Adhyapo Nut. Nut Agama comes and Amba Nam. That's the form we get. Nyaram Nadyam Nibhyaha. Saptami Vibhakti Ekvachanam. Nip Pratyay is there. Ngehe Am Syat. When there is Abanta Anga or Nishabda. So here it is Abanta Anga. Therefore, Ni Pratyay will be replaced by Am. So Amba Am. Then there comes this Yat Agama. Amba Yat Am. Amba Yam. Dirghadesha takes place. Amba Yam. We get the form. Amba Yam. Then Saptami Vibhakti Dvivachana. Amba Os. Again Angi Chapaha. Angi Osi Chapare. Apaha Ekara Syat. So Ambe Os. Ambe Os. Amba Ay Os. Amba Yos. Sasajushoruhu Kharavasana Visarjaniya. Amba Yoho. Amba Sup. Amba Su. Just Pa will disappear. Amba Su. Simply it will be connected. Forms are ready. Now Amba Su. After doing that Amba Su, what we get is here. Okay, had written somewhere, but let's write here only. Dhana Su. This form we are declining for Sambodhana Ekvachana. Amba Su. Ukara will disappear. Amba Sa. Generally, what happens? This Agi Chapaha, after that Sambuddhaucha. This is the sutra. Sambuddhaucha sutra says Apaha Ekara Syat Sambuddhau Paresati. Sambuddhi. Su is Sambuddhi Pratyaya. Okay. It is named as Sambuddhi. Now, when there is Sambuddhi Saudnyaka Pratyaya in front of Abanta Anga gets Ekara Adesha. So it should turn into Amba A. So here A should turn into Ekara, but Ambartha Nadyor Hrasvaha. This sutra comes. Right? Ambartha Nadyor Hrasvaha. This is the sutra we saw for the Nadi Saudnyaka Pratyaya. The words which are in the sense of Amba. Amba is mother. So what are the words in the sense of Amba? So Amba, Akka, Allah. These are the words. Amba, Akka, Allah. When these words are there and they are there in front of Sambuddhi Pratyaya, Sambuddhi Pratyaya is there in front of them, then they get Hrasva Adesha. They get Hrasva Adesha. They do not get Ekara Adesha, generally which is given by Sambuddhaucha, by this sutra. By this sutra, Rama is turned into Rame. But here, the Ambarthanadyor Hrasva sutra says that the Amba Shabda and those words which are in the sense of Amba, they will not get Ekara, but they will get Hrasva Adesha. So, Amba Sa, in this case, it will become Amba. A will be replaced by Sa. Okay, Amba Sa. Now Anga has become Akaranta. Now what happens? Eng Hrasvat Sambuddhe. Eng Antat Hrasvantat Cha Angat Hal Lupyate. Anga is Enganta or Abanta, or Hrasvanta. Then what happens? The Sambuddhi Hal disappears. So this is Sambuddhi Hal. It will disappear because the Anga is Hrasvanta. Amba. He Amba. This is the form. He Amba. This is what is said in the sutra here, the explanation. Ambar Theti Hrasvaha. He Amba. He Akka. He Allah. Same is applied for Akka and Allah. What about other forms? Other forms are just like Rama. Rama Rame Ramaha. Amba Ambe Ambaha. Ambam Ambe Ambaha. Ambaya Ambabhyam Ambabhyam Ambaya Ambabhyam Ambabhya. No change. Just Sambodhana Ekvachana is different. He Amba, He Ambe, He Ambaha. So He Amba, He Akka, He Allah. Sambuddhi Ekvachana. Sambodhana Ekvachana is only different. All other forms are just like Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. Take Rama. So this was the explanation for this much. Is this clear? Now comes our Shabda, Jara Shabda. This was the word because of which we had seen the Akaranta Strilinga Shabda while seeing Akaranta Pullinga Shabda. Now Jara Shabda, Jara means old age. That word when it is declined, this Jarasav Ityadi. Now he is not giving explanation because the sutra has already taken. It is already explained in Ajanta Pullinga Prakarana. Sutra is Jaraya Jarasanyatarasyam. Whole Shabda decline like Rama because it is Akaranta Strilinga. here. Jara, jare, jaraha. Just ignore the optional forms. Jara, jare, jaraha. Jaram, jare, jaraha. Jaraya, jarabhyam, jarabhi. Jaraye, jarabhyam, jarabhyah. Jaraya, jarabhyam, jarabhyah. Jaraya, jarayo, jaraya. Jaranam. Jarayam, jarayo, jarasu. He, jare, he, jare, he, jaraha. Okay. Same. Just now we did the prakriya for amba. Same prakriya do for jara. Now, only one sutra we have to see newly. Jaraya jarasanyatarasyam. Jaraya anyatarasyam jaras adeshah syat when ajada vibhakta paras. When there is ajadi vibhakti in front of jara shabda, then the jara shabda will be replaced by jaras. What are the ajadi pratyayas? So, au, as, out, shas, ha, that is ta, nge, ngasi, ngas, then os, am, ni, os. These are the pratyayas which are ajadi. Everywhere there, wherever there is ajadi, replace jara shabda by jaras and decline. Now, once we replace jara by jaras, the works which were happening due to the abanta anga will not be happening. So, for example, we did this aung apah, that aung and out, these two pratyas were replaced by she. That will not happen. So au will remain au only. Same thing will happen in the case of these Tritiya Bhakti Ekvachan, Chaturthi Bhakti Ekvachan, means the ekar will not come, yat agama will not happen, just as it is. Once it is turned into jaras, just connect it simply to the ajadi pratyaya. That's how we get the form jarasau, jaras au, jarasau, jaras as, jarasas, jarasah, sasashoruhu kharavasanu visarjaniya. Jaras jarasam, jaras out, jarasau, jaras shas, jarasas, jarasah, jaras ta. Ajadi pratyaya, ta is ajadi pratyaya. So jaras ta, jarasa, jarasa, that is the form. Jarase, no change. Jarasas, Panchami Bhakti Ekvachan, Shashti Bhakti Ekvachan. Ngasi and gas will remain us. So jaras us, jarasas, jarasas, jarasaru, jarasaha, jarasaha. Karavasana Visarjaniya. We get jarasa, jarasa form. Jaraso, jarasoho. Jaras os, jarasos, jarasoho. Jara am, jaras am, jarasam. No anything else, nothing is there. Just simply we have to connect. Jara yam, that is normal form. Jaras, jara ni, jaras I, jarasi. Connect them. Nothing else. Jara os, jarasos, jarasoru, jarasor, jarasoho. Karavasana Visarjaniya is the additional form. Jarasau and he jarasaha. Just like Prathama Vibhakti, no any other change. But here, the Sambodhana Ekvachana, here it is Sambuddhaucha, because it is Hal Pratyaya, so no Jaras Adesha, and it is not Ambartha and it is not Nadyartha, Nadi Saudnyaka. Therefore, the Ekara takes place and Jare, he Jare, he Jare, he Jaraso, he Jarasaha. That's how we get the forms. So one additional sutra in the case of Jara Shabda. Otherwise, all other sutras are applicable just like they are applicable for any other Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. So that was Jarasau Ityadi. Jara, Jarasau Ityadi. By this we have to understand this much, whatever we have seen. So we have to recollect the sutra from Ajanta Pullinga Prakarana Jaraya Jarasanyatarasyam, where we had taken it for the Nirjaras Shabda. Now we are taking it for pure Jara Shabda, and we are doing it. Pakshe Ramavat. Pakshe means what? When this Jaras Adesha will not happen, what will happen then? So it will be just like Rama Shabda. Pakshe, and the option it will become like Rama Shabda. So this Jara Jarasau Ityadi Pakshe Ramavat. This portion is clear?
Yes, ji.
Next is Gopa Shabda. Gopaha Vishwapavat. Now we have already declined this Vishwapa Shabda in Akaranta Pullinga Shabda. Now Gaha Patiti Gopaha or Gam Patiti Gopaha, the one who takes care of cows, is called Gopa. Now here the lady, in Hindi we call Gopi. Now she is being discussed. It is the name given to the Gopika or Gopi. Gampatiti. It is Strilinga and it is not Abanta. That's what we have to remember. Generally Strilinga Shabdas are Abanta. Whatever the Akaranta Shabda we see, they are supposed to be Abanta, having Ap Pratyaya, means Tap, Dap, Chap. One of them, these Strilinga Pratyaya will be there at the end of them. But in the case of this Gopa Shabda is Gam Patiti, Gopaha, it is having Kvip Pratyaya. Okay. So that Kvip Pratyaya, Sarvapahari Lopa takes place, nothing remains, and we get the Gopa Shabda. Kvip Pa disappears, Ka disappears, E disappears, V also disappears, Vera Proktasya, and at the end we get the Gopa. That's it. That Shabda we get. Now it is Dirgha Akaranta Shabda. It is Strilinga. By nature it is Strilinga. The Strilinga is not given by Ap Pratyaya. That is the difference between other Akaranta Shabda and this particular Akaranta Shabda. Now how it should be declined? No discrimination. Just like we decline Vishwapa Shabda, same way we have to decline Gopa Shabda. Okay. How did we decline Vishwapa Shabda? So there was one sutra, Ato Dhatoho. That is the one extra sutra which is required for this Akaranta Shabda. Now there was one rule we saw, if there is Kvip Pratyaya in front of Dhatu, and after adding this Kvip Pratyaya, whatever the noun is derived, so there is a set of Pratyayas which is called Krit Pratyayas. When these Krit Pratyayas are added to Dhatus, we get the derived or derivative nouns. Okay, nouns. The participles, gerunds, these type and the verbal nouns. These are the nouns which are derived from dhatus using particular pratyas. Kvip is one of them pratyaya, which is added to dhatus and we get the derivative noun. Now this Gopa Shabda is derivative noun. We have derived it using Kvip Pratyaya. Now wherever the Kvip Pratyaya is used and one particular noun is derived, that noun does not lose its dhatutva. The quality of dhatu will remain in that particular word. Means what? The works which happen due to the dhatutva, because of dhatutva some work is happening. Same work will happen even after turning that dhatu into the derivative noun. Generally, once the Krit Pratyaya is added, that dhatu does not remain dhatu anymore, it becomes noun. When Kvip Pratyaya is added to dhatu, it becomes derivative noun and also does not lose the dhatu quality, the qualities of dhatu. So therefore, whatever the work used to happen to dhatu will happen to noun as well. That is the purpose. So now this Gopa Shabda is Kvip Pratyayanta. Therefore, though it is noun, yet it is having the quality of dhatu. Means it has not lost its dhatutva. So taking that dhatutva, some works will happen. So let's come to the Shabda. Here it is declared. Because it is not Abanta, so Gopa, Su. Here I will type. Gopasu. Here. Ukara disappears, sa remains Gopas. Now, Halangyabhyo dirghat sutisya pruktam hal. This is the sutra which we use in the case of any akaranta shabda to make this sa disappear. Halantat, nyantat, abantat. Word, the noun should be halanta or nyanta or abanta. This word is not ending with hal, not with ni, not with ap. So, therefore, this disappearance of this sa will not take place. It will remain as it is. Sa Gopas. Gopaha. Prathama vibhakti ekvachana form is Gopaha. Done. Gopa Vriddhi takes place A plus out. Gopaha again here Gopa Dhana Jas. Gopa Dhana As. Gopa As. Okay. So the Purva Savarna Dirgha takes place and we see the Gopaha. Gopam Ami Purva. Next. Gopau. Here also the Vriddhi takes place and we get the form Gopau. Now, these 5 pratyas are Sarvanama Saudnyaka pratyas. These 5 pratyas are Sarvanama Saudnyaka pratyas. Now we will revise some this pratyas, the pratyas and these names, because then only it will be revised. So pratyas are named as Sarvanama Sthana Saudnyaka pratyas or Sarvanama Sthana pratyas. So these 5 pratyas are named as Sarvanama Sthana pratyas. Okay. Shi Sarvanama Sthana Sudana Punsakasya Sut pratyaya. Sut means su, au, just, out. These 5 pratyas are named as Sarvanama Sthana. Remaining pratyas therefore are called Asarvanama Sthana pratyas. Those which are not Sarvanama Sthana, they are called Asarvanama Sthana pratyas. So except su, au, just, out means from shas pratyas till sup pratyas are called Asarvanama Sthana pratyas. Okay. Now, when there are Sarvanama Sthana Saudnyaka pratyas in front of Anga, and when there are Asarvanama Sthana Saudnyaka pratyas in front of Anga, certain works will happen. Okay. So further pratyas we will categorize in these 3 categories. What? Sarva Nama Sthana Pratyaya. Second is Sarvanama Sthana Pratyaya. Further, this Asarvanama Sthana gets divided into again 2. Ajadi Asarvanama Sthana Pratyaya. Haladi Asarvanama Sthana Pratyaya. We know Sarvanama Sthana Pratyas. These are su, au, just, out. Sarvanama Sthana Pratyas. Asarvanama Sthana Pratyas. Shastabhyam Bhisgebhyam Bhisgasibhyam Bhisgasosam Nio Sup. Now, among Asarvanama Sthana Pratyas, Ajadi Asarvanama Sthana Pratyas. What are the Ajadi Asarvanama Sthana Pratyas? So, Shas, Ta, Nge, Ngasi, Ngas, Os, Am, I, Os. तृतीय विभक्ति एक वचन, चतुर्थी विभक्ति एक वचन, पंचमी विभक्ति एक वचन, षष्ठी विभक्ति एक वचन, षष्ठी द्विवचन, बहुवचन, सप्तमी एक वचन, सप्तमी द्विवचन. These are the Ajadi Asarvanama Sthana Pratyas. Haladi Asarvanama Sthana Pratyas. Dhyam, 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 Bhis, Bhyas, Bhyas, Su. It is Sup. These are the Haladi Asarvanama Sthana Pratyas. This categorization is clear?
Yes, Ji, clear.
Now, keeping this categorization or these categories in mind, we will see the next sutra. It depends upon this categorization. Okay, and then the sutra will be understood and shabda will be derived. So, should we stop here, Swamiji?
Yes.
Let's do Shanti Pata. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om Swamiji.